What's up, guys? I'm back for another video. Makeup free. Listen, if I talk a little fast this morning, I just had one of those mom experience where the school asks you to bring some obnoxious thing to school and you're trying to get your kids into the school. You're trying to get the wagon with the 2 giant pumpkins you bought into the school. So I'm a little but we're just gonna have a quick conversation. As you can see by the video, we are talking Erica, Mena, and Safaree. And I feel like this conversation isn't so much about them, but more about how social media has just ruined everything. I cannot think there has been one good thing that social media has been for outside of maybe keeping in touch with family members or friends from high school or college, but even that can get a little dicey. But a reason why I attribute this with Erica, Mena, and Safaree is because they have been having a war online about who's the better parent, who does more, who does less. It all started because Safaree was asking for a reduction in child support from his $4,080 that he pays in child support, which I personally think is not that much money given the amount of money that he brings in. There are men who don't have jobs like Safaree who are paying that kind of money for 2 kids for child support. And that's just the nature of getting divorced and having kids, and the mom is a primary caregiver of your kids. You end up paying a lot in child support. I'm one of those people who feels like more judges should be giving both parents 50-50 custody. Just right off the grip. Like, it shouldn't be like a question of the woman can actually say, hey, I need primary custody, physical custody, 20%, blah, blah, blah. If the parent, the father, has a good job and a place to stay that can accommodate his kids, it shouldn't be a question. You both get 50-50 custody, end of conversation. What else is on the docket? But in this case with Erica, Mena, and Safaree, she has full physical custody. He pays that a little over $4,000 and he wants it reduced for whatever reason. She posted a calendar that said that he only gets the kids 16 days out of the year, which is not a lot. That triggered him to come out with several videos talking about how she has been abusive, which outside of their relationship, we all know Erica, Mena has been physical. She has been disgusting on reality TV. Between her and Evelyn Lozada, it's been pretty crazy with what they've been able to get away with stuff they say and stuff they do. There even is a video where we see Erica, Mena actually kicking her first child's father in the face with her high heel when they're in the streets of New York back in the day. So she's known for being physical, but he shows these videos of him being pushed and shoved and Erica climbing over a fence, and how he tried to put the kids in summer school and Erica got mad about that and all these kind of things. And after seeing the videos and seeing how the public responded to her, and not in the light that I think she thought, I think she's forever thinking that people are going to be on her side as the mom and that Safaree is a jerk. And don't get me wrong, Safaree is a cornball jerk. The way he comes off on social media, which again is a problem with social media and the media in general, we're going off the perception you put out into the world. And he does come off as a cornball. We all know he chased Erica, Mena. We all know that he decided just to leave her, instead of working it out or them going to therapy or her going to therapy. We know all of these things. And she tried to use it to her advantage and it just didn't work. And when people saw those videos, they were like, ew, both of you guys are just crappy towards each other. She even went as far as to have her daughter apparently accused Safaree of physically abusing their son. Like, they were dancing or doing something, and I guess he kicked the son by accident, and the little girl is basically saying, yeah, daddy kicked, I don't know what the little boy, I think the little boy's name is Legend or something, the boy's name is something stupid. And that, to me, now you're putting your kids into you guys' garbage BS, and you don't have to do that. The fact that these children are now going to see their parents going back and forth online, it's bad enough they're going to see Erica, Mena fighting everybody. Now they're going to see their father Safaree kind of abandon their mother. Now they're going to see them fighting back and forth on social media, and it shouldn't have to be like that. We should not be putting this type of information about each other to prove a point to the public. He filed a legal document about reducing child support. Legal documents are public record. That's not something I think he put out there saying he was asking for a reduction. It's just because it's legal paperwork. Any news outlet or blog can go request it, Freedom of Information Act, and get the paperwork. She takes it as him trying to put it out there, so then she puts out their custody calendar. No, why are you putting out your custody calendar? You do not need to do that. So then he comes out with these videos trying to respond to her. It's just a yucky back and forth, and the people who suffer the most are the people who don't have a choice in any of this, and that's the kids. They don't have a choice about who their parents are, or their parents are famous, or their parents are fighting, you know? And, you know, Erica keeps wanting to say, this man chased me, this man chased me. What does it have to do with you agreeing to marry him? He chased you, absolutely. He has been a cornball since Nicki Minaj. You could have easily told him, you're annoying and weird and I don't want to date you. But instead, you said, I want to marry you and be with you for the rest of my life. So don't now come back and say, well, he chased me and this is all his fault and we would never be in here if he didn't chase me. No, we would never be here if you two were mature adults who knew how to act in a public setting. And you don't. So I don't know what the end game is for both of them. You know, Erica now has come out and said that she's going to handle things privately. We all know that's not going to happen. She is not going to handle things privately. She's going to continue to put things out there. Because the following day, on Sunday, she put out a video of her and her kids in matching Gucci jammies singing to gospel music, which was so cringe. You know, of course the kids don't know any better. They're not cringe. Kids don't know any better. They're just happy to be singing with mommy and in a video, because that's how little kids are. My kids love being in the camera with me recording video, not recording videos for YouTube, but just playing around and recording stuff. They love it. But to put it out there for these kids to be seen, that makes them fodder for the public. And why would you want your kids to be fodder for the public? Why would you want them to be ridiculed because their mommy is making really, really poor decisions that makes everybody look bad? You know? And again, it really should stop. We really should stop putting everything out there. Even me, I have a YouTube channel. My YouTube channel has been around for a good amount of time, but it's never me and all of my kids in a video. Yes, I do mention my kids, especially, you know, my stepson, because, you know, sometimes with special needs things, I want to make that apparent that there's these things that celebrities do wrong with special needs kids that I want to relate my situation to. But in general, it's just me in the video. I have been married to my husband for 7 years, been with him for 9. He's been in maybe 2 videos total in this entire time I've had this channel, because I like to keep that separate. Even if you go on my Instagram page and my Facebook, I don't post a lot of pictures of me and my children. I don't post a lot anyway anymore, just because I'm not a fan of how I look right now. I'm working on losing weight and getting better, but I like keeping these things private because it keeps these things safe. And I get it. I'm not a celebrity. It's a completely different situation. But even if I wasn't, when you're putting things out there, it opens up the door for people to ridicule and make comments about. So I wish more people would realize that and just stop putting everything out there. And, you know, when it comes to Erica's always trying to me seem like she's the victim and didn't do anything wrong. And then 5 minutes later, there's a video showing, yeah, you did something wrong. Or, yeah, remember that time you kicked your boyfriend in the face and we believe that you've been abusive. Remember that time on Love and Hip Hop you slapped somebody in the face and jumped up. Remember that time you got in a fight with, who did she get in a fight with? That was our introduction to her. What fight was that? I forgot, but it was a light-skinned girl on Love and Hip Hop who's married to Joelle Santana. She's been in multiple fights, multiple physical altercations, so it's not a shock. So don't look at my comments and let me know what you think. I don't even feel like picking sides. I feel like picking sides, again, hurts the children. But I do feel like Erica does play the victim a lot, and she's not. I do believe that Safaree should be doing more with his kids. You know what? Everybody's sexier. Drop down in my comments. Let me know your thoughts, and I will check you guys on another video. Bye.